effectively put them in the bubble, knocking on the door for a qualification spot. Again, not that they necessarily need it, but again, if they get to push other teams out, things start to open up.
Yeah, more and more eliminations that they get. Even King and Craze here, if they're able to catch fire, they're inside of that bubble. They're going to create that roll down effect. But even with them creating that roll down effect, every elimination they get on somebody outside of the bubble, they're essentially, you know, hurting their chances. They're siphoning points away from teams that do need it. So again, even if they got their global championship spot secure, there's so much for them, not only to play for, but impact here in this lobby as we jump on board second place. I say that with knowing like just one placement point, one elimination would bounce them right into first. 306 above the damage threshold. It's not necessarily a mountain of damage that they're gonna be everybody else, but they're definitely setting their path forward.
I like how they do this as well. Ritual goes first, Cold kind of looks out.
Dropped. It was a trade 1-for-1, but with no eliminations, the revive is going to come back through. And so for Acorn and Bolts, they just got to reset here in this situation. But be careful because Veno and Ager's doing it again. This is literally the same strategy for the most part that Veno used to come back from a 100-point deficit to win Major 1.
Oh, what a tough spot to be in, though. Agers, as he opens up fire, Acorn edits the window and finds him there. And now they're looking to finish the deed here. This is a really big elimination. This is actually a potential pace-changing Elam for them right now. Veno falls here, and now this is going to be 2 back-to-back games where they get taken out early.
And you kind of see him just toying with the idea, do I go for the revive? I got to try to heal up. Acorn and Bolts are staring me down. So Ager's not going to be rescued, at least not here and now. Veno needs a heroic effort before going down. Acorn and Bolts, this could be the game. We were talking about it. It happened again in that last game that they stay alive as a duo, but I might have just cursed them. Hobby and a Minish out of nowhere, probably hearing the noise. They want to join in on the fun.
Yeah, and someone else does. Here, and they get to pick up the loot to go, so a nice way to kind of give them a foot in the door, but the problems are not done yet.
Nah, especially since you're only 180 above the damage threshold. And I'm not going to say this is a max pull. You can see in the mini-map there are teams that do have it harder, but you see the shockwaves coming out, kind of leaves you open, a little bit of a risky rotation. But most of this path so far has been clear. Maybe 1-2 teams in their path overall. So for Queasy and Victor V, they just got blessed with a smooth rotation. They have to watch out when they do get there. Acorn, Bolts, Muzz, Rise, Bugin Braids, even Golden Ozone trying to take that same path.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say Queasy is just moving as well. Very smooth rotate there to get him straight ahead. And now he's shockwaving up for high ground. You already seen him building up and over. Meanwhile, Ritual, Cold, comfortably solidified the lead now with that elimination there, putting them in first place here. There. So I'm not going to say what I'm really thinking about Clix and Raptor right now, but so far, so good. I will leave it at that. Looking to the high ground, you see Moneymaker for 9. Again, pulling the zone here. Clix and Rapid on the ultimate low ground now. Well above the surge threshold. They have that comfort. They have max material. And now we are moving into deep stages of the moving zones.
They're only roughly third.
Opposite side, so I was going to say there's no way they're going to build across. Oh yeah, they are going to actually look to fully connect here. It's one way to play the high ground. Meanwhile, Muzz and Rise just doing exactly what they do best, not really forcing the issue, sticking to the low ground here. They get rewarded.
Yeah, and it's not just, you know, Ritual and Cold that have something to gain with Peterbot and Pollo going down. Rise and Muzz could very well overtake them on the leaderboard as well. Few teams can rightfully do that, but as Moneymaker...
Back onto Higgs and Curve here. How are things looking for them? Not too bad, but out of the extra heals, so let's see what they can do, what little they have to work with. For the layer change here. Meanwhile, no one is contesting high ground. Not even Queasy, not even Victor V. They don't have heals. You can really see the problem starting to set and take form here in the end game, but the placement points are finally starting to rack up here now as teams are falling here. Ritual Cold, though, running things on the low ground here. This is Acorn and Bolts on the other side of the wall. A very important elimination is starting to line itself up here.
This is something they do best for the most part. They dominate that mid and low ground layers. Up until then, they get struck down. A flank comes in, but high ground gets overthrown as well. Rise and Muzz, and they're not even the ones that fought Moneymaker and F9. A chop in the backside of zone. They don't catch it in time, and they go down. All that effort to just slip through.
We just saw the last game, an 11 elimination victory royale to start the day. And then Muzz and Rise were like, oh, you guys like that. You guys like that action? Sweet, watch this. Oh my gosh, to think this all kind of started, Kelly, because of a chop, because of Moneymaker and Fnatic on the high ground suddenly get chopped, and Muzz and Rise look up and go, we should just go up there.
Regardless of where they are, getting themselves into a prime position before we get into these moving zones, and that is what is allowing them to just kind of be efficient, survive these mid to late games, and then being able to steal height with tons of mats, tons of heals, and of course a great loadout with their ammo and everything. I love to see it. They have come into this tournament with a game plan, and they have just been executing it so perfectly as the tournament has gone on.
sorry about that, guys. I just passed out. I had a crazy dream that Muzz and Rise got a victory royale, and he 1v1 the CEO, and he won. And he had 468 points. He was in first place. What a crazy.